Welcome. Thank you for stopping by. This is going to be for Cancer, and this is a timeless reading. So it doesn't matter when I upload this video, it only matters when you choose to watch it. And because it is a timeless reading, some things you may not be able to connect with or relate to, and that's okay, right? Because some things are meant for other people. But if you find yourself connecting or relating to any part of this reading, then that means it is meant for you, okay? Now, I asked your loved ones, what does Cancer need to know right now? And to begin the reading, they gave me these three cards. So you have the Knight of Wands in reverse, the Moon, and the Two of Swords in reverse. It looks like you are hesitating on making a decision. And surrounding this decision, you may be experiencing some fear or some apprehension. Whatever the choices you have to make, they just really don't appeal to you. You may really not like them. Or the choices that you may have to make may be very hurtful for you or very painful, or they look that way anyway. So let's take a closer look at what's going on. I'm going to shuffle some cards. I'm going to see what are the choices that you have to make. Okay, I'm going to put these two to the side, and we are going to imagine with each of these two swords that represent the choices you have to make, the decisions you have to make. We're going to pretend that there's two different groups. Now, you could be having to make multiple different choices or decisions, but just for the sake of simplicity, we're going to just categorize two groups, okay? So on one hand, three cards for this side and three cards for the other side, and I will try to fix this for you. So we're going to have you here. On one side you have the Five of Swords, the Three of Cups, and the Ace of Pentacles. All right, let me move that up. And on the other hand, you have the Five of Pentacles in reverse, the Queen of Swords in reverse, and the Hermit. And let me move this out of the shadow. There you go. So that y'all can see. Interesting enough, on one hand, with the Ace of Cups, you have an opportunity to connect with people. So if we take a look at this card, the Three of Cups, you have an opportunity to connect with other people. People you care about, people who you love, or people who are like-minded, people that you just enjoy being with. So you have an opportunity to connect on an emotional level. You get to celebrate or have fun. But with having this celebration or this social connection with other people is the Five of Swords, which is a little bit of unfairness. So coming together with certain people or a certain person creates an imbalance in your life that you do not want. Let me go ahead and see what this imbalance or this unfairness is. Looks like there may be some hurt feelings, but we'll see. So three more cards for the Five of Swords. So to clarify the Five of Swords, if y'all can see, you have the Knight of Wands, the Ten of Wands, and the Page of Swords. So for you, Cancer, it looks like you are the Knight of Wands. Symbolically, you can be man or woman, but symbolically, you are the Knight of Wands. And you are heading this way towards what you want to do and where you want to go, right? What you're leaving behind is this Ten of Wands. You're leaving behind any type of worries or concerns, anything that may be overwhelming or stressing you out. You want to leave it behind. But also what you're leaving behind is the Page of Swords. So you're leaving behind someone who has to then carry your burdens that you no longer want to do. So in a way, you could be trying to go out and have fun or to connect with other people while somebody else in your life has to deal with the consequences of that. Either they have to deal with your responsibilities, so they have to take on more work, more stress because of you, or they may not be receiving any type of closure. If there is some closure that needs to be had between you and another person, so let's say you're in a conflict with someone and you decide, you know what, I don't want to have a conversation right now about who did what and having to seek forgiveness. I don't want to deal with that right now. I don't need the confrontation, so I'm going to go out. But as a result, you're going to leave the other person not receiving closure or not being able to heal. So whatever it may be, and remember it's a collective reading, so take what you can connect with. Whatever it may be, it just looks like you're leaving behind your responsibilities, and it may negatively impact another person or other people. And on the other hand, over here, it looks like you could not go out, you could not connect with other people, and you can stay behind and you can be a support system for other people who need your help. But it may be emotionally overwhelming for you and you just haven't quite figured out the right words to say yet. So there may be some confusion, there may be some misunderstanding. You just may be very uncomfortable with dealing with this person who needs your help, and it's just going to be maybe awkward for some of y'all. Definitely something you may feel like you definitely don't have a handle on it. You do not know what to say. So it's just going to take some thinking on your part on what is the right moves to make, what is the right words to say to whoever it is who needs you at the moment. But let me pull out some more cards to clarify. More cards. You have the Nine of Pentacles, the Lovers in reverse, and the Three of Swords. So yes, in addition to you not wanting to have this difficult conversation, you also don't want to take a closer look at what is going on internally and externally within this certain relationship or within your own home. If you take a look at the woman in the garden, and you could be man or woman, but the woman in her garden, this is her safe place. This is a home or an environment that she has built herself. So she's put a lot of time and effort and focus into her home, into her life, and she's able to enjoy what she has worked hard on. So she's not only in a stable place in life, she's able to experience happier times. But given the Lovers in reverse, this home or this sanctuary now no longer fulfills you or no longer brings you joy. And that is something that you don't want to take a closer look at. You don't want to admit that a certain relationship or a certain environment or your own home is a place where you no longer want to be, or you just don't know how you can fit into this relationship or into this environment any longer. So maybe there has been some changes internally with you where you may feel as if you are a different person, or you want different things, or maybe you need different things, and maybe you want to be with different people and different environments. But given the Three of Swords here, it would be very painful for you to admit that, and it may be painful for other people to hear you say that. So you also may not want to hurt the other person, it looks like. So you have two different choices, but it does look like either way you choose, someone is going to get hurt or someone is going to be negatively impacted. So what can you do about this? Let me go ahead and clear these cards so that I can choose some more for you to see what your loved ones have to say. And put this to the side. Grab my cards. You have the Eight of Wands, the Ten of Cups, and the Page of Pentacles in reverse. So right away, your loved ones want to tell you the dynamics of your relationship or the dynamics of your home or the environment in this reading that we're talking about is going to change. Whether you want it to or not, it will change. So let that be known. And because I do hear an and. You have the Ace of Wands, the Two of Wands, and the Six of Cups, and they're all in reverse. Okay, it looks like your loved ones want to tell you the only missed opportunity here, if you were worried about missing out on something, your loved ones want to tell you the only thing that you're going to miss out on is one where you don't fix whatever it is that you need to fix. So whether it's in this relationship or within yourself, you have to be able to address what is going on, whatever the conflict is, internally or externally. You have to address it. You have to find some type of resolution or solution so that you can move forward in a positive direction, to where you don't have guilt, you don't have shame or anxiety, you're not worried over whatever action you take and the negative consequences because of what you decide to do. If you don't want to keep looking over your shoulder or second guessing yourself, you have to address what is going on in this certain relationship or within this certain environment. For many of you, it's going to be what is going on at home, okay? But for others, it's just taking a look at your relationships, whatever relationship right now that you have conflict with. Now, this is not to say that you have to stay with a certain person or a certain group of people or in a certain environment, even if you're not happy. Your loved ones just want to tell you, if you address what is bothering you, then just having this conversation that is needed is going to help give you closure or give you some type of healing. So this is also meant to help you as well, and not just trying to bring you back together again with that certain person or group of people. This is not a message to hold you down. This is a message to set you free. All right? Anything else, loved ones? So you have the Five of Cups in reverse, the Four of Cups, and the Strength card. So your loved ones want to tell you it's not easy to take the hard way. Yeah, you could run off and go have fun, right? You could choose to go out and be with that group of people or a certain person who brings you joy, and to ignore the problems at home or in a different relationship. Yeah, that could be easier for you. But if you're able to bring yourself some type of closure for what has happened, or whether it's just you starting to be honest with yourself and how you feel, or whether that's you just distancing yourself from an environment or from a certain relationship to take that time to self-reflect, whatever it may be, once you take those steps, you will feel better. So have that courage to do so. Anything else, loved ones? Cards are slipping. Okay, you have the Fool, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Tower in reverse. So it looks like you're going to be given an opportunity, but let's see what this opportunity is. I'm going to just draw 3 more cards. Notice too, I like the imagery. If you are the Fool and your hand is open, it's like you're holding on to this Ace of Pentacles. So you have been gifted with an opportunity for change or some type of blessing, and you're going to start this new journey for yourself. But I want to see what this Ace of Pentacles is for some of y'all. So we're going to just draw 3 more cards for this Ace of Pentacles. You have the Page of Swords in reverse, the Two of Wands, and the Seven of Cups. So it looks like you're going to be given an opportunity to speak something into reality. You have been debating 2 choices, right? Well, you're going to have an opportunity coming up, and because this is a timeless reading, I don't do specific dates. However, I do notice after you watch a video, you can expect something to happen within 3 months. It all depends on what you choose to do. So this could happen for you tomorrow, next week, next month, 2 months from now. For some of you, if it is a difficult thing for you to learn and to change, it may happen 3 years from now. However, if you have a mind of being proactive, I do believe you could see some positive changes happening for you within 3 months. Now, going back to this opportunity that will be given to you. Remember how you're debating 2 choices, right? Well, it looks like you're going to be able to figure out what it is that you want to do. And I can't tell you which way is the right answer. Only you know what's best for you. So I do not hold any judgment. I am just the messenger. But keep in mind, remember your loved ones up here said change will happen within the dynamics of your home, or within the dynamics of a relationship, or within your family, whether you want them to change or not. Change will happen. And down here, given the Tower and reverse, your loved ones are saying, hey, you have an opportunity to create change before the universe makes changes for you. You have an opportunity to control what you do and to somewhat influence the outcome of your decision. Now, I do believe the opportunity coming up for you is one, just for you to watch this video and to acknowledge what needs to be done. And 2, you may just be given the gift of time. So maybe it will be perfect timing soon for you to get together with that person that you need to talk to. Maybe that other person or group of people weren't willing to have that conversation, and all of a sudden maybe they call you out of the blue and they want to talk. That can be seen as an opportunity for you to come to that resolution, or to just get that closure that you need. And I also see too, like the Fool, for some of you, you may have somewhat of a carefree spirit right now, or you have this desire to be carefree, so you want to be able to enjoy life again. And you may be looking for different opportunities to where you can enjoy your life. Your loved ones want you to notice, even if you feel as if your hand is empty, you already have this Ace of Pentacles in your hand. So do not forget that you have an opportunity right now, this very moment. For some of y'all, is for you to just have that conversation with that person or group of people that you need to talk to. Anything else, loved ones? Let me move it up. All right, you have the 2 of Cups, the Devil in reverse, and the Hanged One in reverse. Your loved ones want to tell you a true partnership or a true connection with someone else. And this connection can be with a friend, or with a family member, or with a love partner. Whatever that relationship or connection may be, it should feel free to you naturally. It shouldn't be one where you feel like you're forced to make yourself feel free while you're in that connection or while you're in that relationship. So some of y'all have to just be reminded of that. Just keep it in the back of your mind while you're navigating what relationships you want to keep, or what relationships you want to change or let go of. Just remember, relationships should naturally feel freeing. You shouldn't have to free yourself in order to stay in the relationship. What else, loved ones? Okay, you have the Sun in reverse, the 10 of Pentacles in reverse, and the Chariot. So your loved ones also want to tell you, you may never feel true joy if you ignore this relationship that needs work. So you're going to have to figure out now, your task now is to figure out what it is that you want to do. And once you decide what you want to do, follow through with what you want to do. But just know that you may never, there is a risk that you may never experience true joy while this remains up in the air, or remains unsolved, or remains unhealed.